Good afternoon, guys. My name is Laura, and today I'll be presenting you my topic, which is on food to feel pretty. So first of all, to warm us up, a few questions, guys. How many of you have posted on social media? Can talk about Instagram, WeChat moments. Can I have a raise of hands, please? Like, post on social media, guys? Come on, raise your hands. Okay, I see. Quite a majority of you. And just out of curiosity, guys, what do you guys post? Like, selfies? Maybe raise of hands and post selfies? Okay, selfies. You guys post like, I don't know, scenery, food? Anyone? Okay, once again, for the larger variety. So yeah, I don't know about you all. Well, I like to put filters on mine. Because you know what? Mashed potato beans, boring. But with that beautiful Me-Too filter, it turns from bland to blue. Today, I'll be talking about a small fragment of a very large problem. A problem that oftentimes ignored nowadays because it is viewed as the norm, whatever that may mean. An issue this happens predominantly online because the perpetrator is able to hide behind the screen. But it still has relevance in the offline world as well. So no, it is not cybersecurity, not quite cyberbullying, but it is shaming, especially body shaming. Through shaming, we're deprived of freedom to be ourselves, to be confidently ourselves, beautifully ourselves, happily ourselves. But anywho, let's delve into the mind of a hater to see how they handle the situation. Take a photo of a random person you've never met before online and determine whether or not they fit the public beauty standards. If not, label them in the following two ways. 1, comparison, and 2, condensation. What do I mean by that? Comparison. Make unrealistic, unfitting, and definitely untrue comparison do something negative. A typical example here would be an animal. To better illustrate my case, I'm going to tell you a little story of mine. I had a classmate. He was the kind that you would want to avoid at school, the type you would kind of walk around in the hallways. He was always making these jokes found funny by no one except his little gang of friends. I had a friend this time. She had a friend, but she was very happy with her weight and how she looked, and generally a beautiful human being. One day, they chose to wear this floral patterned spaghetti strap dress that complemented her features perfectly, and it earned her a lot of compliments from friends, peers, classmates, passerbys, pedestrians on the road, just having a generally nice day. That is, until she met me, classmate. He went up to her, out of the blue, and said to her face, "You look like a whale." Imagine that, guys, when you're having probably the best days of your life to hit by that comment. All of the positive humor from before could be shattered with one single negative, shaming comment. But anyways, let's continue. Condensation. Interrogate why the poster had the audacity to post a selfie on the internet of free, public space. So as you know, as average teenager, I spend my time wasted away on TikTok, scrolling through videos. And one day I came across this beauty blogger who had the cleanest cut crease eye makeup on I've seen in a while. And obviously, as a makeup newbie I am, I had to click into the comment section to beg for a tutorial. While I was going there, I was thinking about what others would be like. I expected others to be like me, others eager to learn her makeup techniques. But instead, I found a comment section full of hate. People were nitpicking features, making a huge deal over a single pimple. And people exaggerating so-called imperfections. I don't remember what the comments exactly said. All I remembered was that I did not want to be on the receiving end of those comments. It was a horrible puddle of negativity. They're kind of creating this narrative, isn't it? Where unless you're pretty, you are undeserving of posting. Is this the notorious pretty people privilege, I guess some of you ask? And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the term, it essentially means that a person who is perceived to be pretty by the greater public would receive an advantage in life, opportunity-wise, education-wise, occupation-wise. Is that true? Let's continue. Yes, they somehow did pertain to public beauty standards. We see them labeled in these 3 ways. 1, I bet you look different in your life. The second, I bet I could swim on that foundation. And third case, would you get that nose done? The 3 corresponds to 1, baby shopping, 2 makeup, and 3 cosmetic surgery. Let's go one by one, shall we? Photoshopping. You know what, I never got what's the big deal with photoshopping. It's becoming a taboo topic nowadays. Like, no one really wants to know that the posts have been PS for some reason. Opponents of photoshopping have said that, you know what, using photoshopping is actually promoting insecurities. We, promoting natural beauty, should not allow this behavior. People are getting uncomfortable with themselves after seeing the posting picture-perfect photos on the internet. So stop smoothing out the pimples and clearing the wrinkles, they say. We should be supporting confidence in our natural selves. And you know what? I support that, since you know what, I'm actually talking about confidence here today. However, this doesn't mean we should shut the door in everyone's faces who want to keep the technology. After all, Photoshopping is just another means to make ourselves feel pretty. It is a tool to make ourselves feel confident about ourselves. It is not alright to take it away from people just because it doesn't pertain to the so-called philosophy of natural beauty. Let's continue. Second, makeup. Same sentiment applies. However, I'm going to analyze this in terms of sex, because that's how I typically see people fight online. First of all, for men. So much stigma around makeup for men, guys. Because foundation and lipstick equates to femininity, and no proper man should wear makeup. It's too unmanly. However, I would like to actually offer a rebuttal to that. Men wearing makeup has a pretty long history. From 4000 BC in ancient Egypt with coal eyeliner, to ancient Rome with nail polish, to ancient China here with face powder. And as the famous Chinese saying goes, 爱美之心，人人有之. Everyone likes to be pretty. It's time that we view makeup as a gender-neutral routine. For women shouldn't wear that much makeup. In fact, women shouldn't wear makeup at all. The most typical comment I see online actually is that I would never let my girlfriend wear as much makeup as you do. Whatever that means. As you see here, guys, makeup is becoming a stage for sexism, for belittling men and women who want nothing more than to reflect their inner confidence through the means of using a bronzer, a blush, a highlight, eyeshadow, etc. Since when was it okay to take the freedom of making people feel pretty of themselves away from them? We should be able to put whatever, whenever, however, on our faces without the pointed fingers. Third case, plastic surgery. Once again, it's kind of a sensitive topic that everyone's walking on eggshells around. If we think about it actually, plastic surgery patients is a part of the hero's journey. And for those of you who haven't learned this in English literature class, let me explain it to you again. Our protagonist goes through multiple hardships to become the best person they always wanted to be, whether it be the greatest sorcerer of the world, or just a person who picked the apple from the tallest tree. Corresponding yet to the plastic surgery patient, a person who understood the risks of the surgery process still chose to undergo it, to become the person who always wanted to be. That is a success story, guys. It theory-shaped self-actualization. It's something to applaud for. But then to immediately assume someone's orders must be a result of a surgery process puts a negative light on the person, and especially the surgery process. It's never okay to do so. We should have control and freedom of control over our own levels of dopamine and ways to increase our own levels of dopamine. And I want to emphasize here once again that there's nothing wrong with any of the 3 acts I mentioned above. I Photoshop, as I said in the beginning of my speech. I'm wearing a lot of makeup right now. And although I haven't done plastic surgery yet, I'm sure it's becoming just another mundane thing in our lives. Who knows? Maybe 50 years later, you'll see me in the hospital signing up for a facelift. But once again, guys, the biggest opponents of all these 3 acts cry in the name of naturalness and norm. But what is natural, guys? What is the norm? I can tell you whatever we feel should be the norm. Whatever we want to do to make ourselves feel happy should be the natural. As society develops and as times change, we encounter new things, new feelings, new ideas. We adapt, and adapt we must. The internet should not become a place where confidence is eroded away by these haters online. We should not have our confidence be ruined by people who want nothing more than just to see us cry. When I was writing this speech, I interviewed several of my friends. To my shock and disgust, I found my friends actually witnessed this under their own posts, in their own comment sections. And I'm sure my audience here today have witnessed some variations of it online or actually on their own posts. As C. Wright Mills juxtaposed personal troubles with public issues in his book, The Sociological Imagination, he emphasized if an individual faces a problem, it is a personal trouble. If a group faces a problem, it becomes a public issue. And whilst an individual cannot call for social change, a group can. And I can tell the prevalence of this subject here today makes it a public issue. And we must do here, as a group, to stop the stigmatization and sexualization of the idea of beauty and embrace everyone's unique demonstrations of the self and unique demonstrations of the means to make ourselves feel pretty. And I want to end here today with the title of my speech. So you know what? Free to feel pretty, guys. Thank you.